The COVID vaccine has been lauded as the key to ending this pandemic, and indeed, with the UK on track to reach its vaccination targets, the light at the end of the tunnel finally seems to be in sight. Last August, we at UAEM marched through the streets of London to say that this pandemic is not over until it's over for everyone. Yet we know now, in 2021, that 75% of the COVID vaccines given so far have been limited to 10 countries. Despite the notable problems with vaccine nationalism and inequitable distribution, this topic is not being sufficiently addressed. We need to be asking questions like, are we vaccine hoarders? Why is it that 9 out of 10 people in low-income countries will not be vaccinated by the end of 2021? And why is South Africa paying $5.25 per COVID vaccine dose when the EU is paying $2.16 for it? So, is the focus on the situation in the UK an attempt to raise morale? Or is it just immoral? COVID-19 has not only highlighted many global injustices and inequalities, it has exacerbated them. We need to know what systems are in place that allow and facilitate this, and more importantly, what we can do to change them. Want to find out more?
Well, good news! KCL UAEM and SfGH are collaborating for this year's SfGH Spring General Assembly and UAEM National Conference. Our online conference, The Price of Life, will be centering on the problems in access to medicines, beginning with the way drugs are researched, distributed, and then hopefully used by those who need them. We'll be having a diverse group of speakers talking about how intellectual property laws and the current pharmaceutical system can encourage monopolies, preventing access to necessary medicines. We'll also be focusing on how race, gender and structural colonial issues can create further barriers. Our workshops will allow you to explore how these problems affect access to mental health care, health in conflict and ethical dilemmas in clinical trials, just to name a few. Don't think this will be an info dump. As students, our voices are incredibly important. We all want change. Not only will we be having an online campaign running alongside our conference, which you can get involved with, we'll also be having a workshop dedicated to artistic activism, an alternative way to campaign.
So, if this sounds like a conference you'd like to attend, hopefully we've convinced you. Make room in your diaries for Saturday the 10th of April and Sunday the 11th. Tickets are available on our Eventbrite as of this weekend, and make sure you follow our social media as well as SfGH and UAEM National for all the updates.
We hope to see you soon at our Price of Life conference so you can understand why access to medicine matters, how complicated this problem is, and finally feel empowered and knowledgeable to make change.